Hello guys. Okay, how you doing? We want to talk about Alan Dershowitz again. He's the lawyer from hell. We want to have a little bit of fun with him because it's like it's over and over again. You keep seeing that this guy is like he's truly evil, and he defends only evil people, and you can see that. And I want to show you a clip from The View, and I'm also going to show you a clip from SNL, which is kind of funny. And we're going to make fun of Alan Dershowitz. We have to make fun of him because the guy is only ready to defend the devil. That's when Alan Dershowitz shows up. When he's the devil, Alan Dershowitz shows up. Now I want to show you a clip on The View how they ask him question. That was a pretty good clip. I like it. So we're going to look at it. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, and then let's go. See you guys.
Bear with me with this long question. So you have a history of defending some very controversial figures like O.J. Simpson, Klaus von Bülow, Mike Tyson, and Jeffrey Epstein. You were Epstein's lawyer when he was under federal investigation for possible sex crimes allegedly involving more than 30 underage girls. He's a man of enormous wealth and very well connected with famous friends like Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. He already had plenty of capable lawyers. What made you say, this is a man I want to defend?
Well, I was the first person that he came to. He had no lawyers at that point. He asked me to defend him. He told me a story that was very different from what ultimately came out. Look, I do half of my cases pro bono. You mentioned some of the prominent people. I defend people on death row without fee. I defend policemen. I defend military people without fee. More than half my cases are without fee. But I don't turn down very controversial cases. Because I was a professor with tenure, I felt I had an obligation to take on the most unpopular cases because I couldn't be fired. And it's a case that was very, very difficult and very, very painful for me because I saw real victims out there. I'm a very strong supporter of the Me Too movement. I think it's very important for men and anybody else to be held accountable for anything they did sexually against a woman. And yet, look, I'm also I hate Nazis. I hate communists. I defended the rights of Nazis to march through Skokie. I defended the rights of communists when I was a student at Brooklyn College. So I'm constantly defending people that I fundamentally disagree with. I'm defending the rights of Donald Trump. I voted for Hillary Clinton. I was a strong supporter for Hillary Clinton. I don't allow my personal interests and values to intrude on my professional life. I think of myself like a doctor or a priest. If they wheel somebody, Jeffrey Epstein, into the emergency ward, the doctor's going to take care of him. If he goes to his rabbi and says, I want to make a confession, the rabbi's going to say, yes, I want to help you.
And I know that about you. You're sort of a true defense attorney in the sense that you defend the rule of law,
right,
as opposed to, you defend the process as opposed to the person. And I prosecuted these kinds of child sex crimes,
and
as you know.
And you prosecuted them very effectively.
Thank you.
You should continue to prosecute them. Sex offenders ought to go to prison.
I agree. But in this case, law enforcement officials had prepared a 53-page federal sex crimes indictment involving 36 underage victims for your client that could have potentially sent him to prison for life.
Right.
But instead, he pled guilty to 2 state charges, not federal charges, involving prostitution. He ended up serving just 13 months in a private wing of a Palm Beach County jail for which he had exit privileges. That's some very fine lawyering on your part, but that's a shockingly light sentence, Professor.
Look, you should complain about the judge and about the prosecutor. Their job is to put people like that in jail for a long time. Our job is to try to get the best possible sentence, the best possible deal we can get, consistent with ethics and law. If you don't want to be doing that, you shouldn't be a criminal defense lawyer. You should be a prosecutor.
But this was all kept from the victims.
And that
and
was
the judge
not
has now
by the
prosecutor, but a federal judge recently ruled that the prosecutors broke the law by failing to inform the victims, and now the Department of Justice is investigating it.
They should be. They should be. Those are very appropriate. The question is, what should a defense attorney do? A defense attorney should do everything in his power or her power to get the best possible deal, and you should then complain about it. That's perfectly appropriate. That's the way the marketplace should operate. But I'm going to continue to try to get the best deal I can.
Well, this is
I've gotten guilty people acquitted of murder, and that, you know, the system says better 10 guilty go free than 1 innocent be wrongly confined.
Professor,
where I lose sleep at night is if I have an innocent person, and I've had innocent people on death row, and 2 of them came very close to being executed, and I finally saved their lives.
Well, this is where it does get more complicated for you in your personal life because you're now being sued
by one of the women who was involved in that original
That's right.
investigation of Epstein. Virginia Roberts is her name, who claims that Epstein lent her out for sex to some of his friends, including you, when she was underage. You've been very vocal in your denials. Now she's suing you for defamation, saying you're falsely attacking her, trying to intimidate her into silence. You said that you welcome this lawsuit.
I
You want to take it
yeah,
on.
I
Why?
would, and I also welcome her coming on the show and accusing me face to face. She has never accused me except under the protection of the litigation.
Oh, so here it is, guys. I told you guys, you Alan Dershowitz is the devil. Look at what he said. I think it's a pretty good defense. You guys let me know. I think the defense is pretty good. He's basically saying that, hey, my job is to defend the criminals. The prosecution job is to, you know, to get them to go to jail for the longest time, and they were not able to succeed. So I took it. You left the door open. I took the deal. That's a pretty good defense. It's true. It wasn't Alan Dershowitz that never told the victim that. You know, the defense did not have the power to hold on the information to the victim that Alan Dershowitz and Jeffrey Epstein was and the court was going to get a deal behind the scene without the victim knowing. You know, so basically the victim had to know, and the prosecution refused. Like, I don't know if they refused. They did not allow that information to get out. And the victim should have known that, hey, Alan Dershowitz is going to get a deal for 1 year, and he's going to go to jail, but we're going to give him like a sex offender. We're going to what is it? Find him guilty as a sex offender. Only in Florida, I think. I think it was only Florida. Yeah. So this is what happened. So I'm like, wow. That's a pretty good defense about Alan Dershowitz. It wasn't me. I did not. It wasn't me that it wasn't my job to go tell the victim. I'm on the defense side. It was the prosecution that should have found a way to go tell the victim. So guys, let me ask you a question. Do you think the prosecution was in collaboration with the defense to give Alan Dershowitz, to give Jeffrey Epstein like a very calm, like a very not a harsh deal, like, you know what I'm saying? I think they were, because how you can get like somebody that's like a pedophile, they don't even get to go to jail. A pedophile, you go to jail for like about 35 years. It's a long time. He didn't even get that for 1 year in a nice little place like a motel, like maybe a 3-star motel. That's pretty good, and he gets to live I think 1 day per week. So it's 6 days in jail, 1 day per week. That's the best deal. So it seems that the prosecution was in agreement with the prosecution was also involved in some sort of a nefarious act to get Jeffrey Epstein the best deal, because it's the prosecution job to tell those victims that we're gonna try to work a deal with Jeffrey Epstein. I want you guys to be in the loop so that you can know what's going on. But they were not in the loop. So that is sickening. So guys, this is what's going on, guys. Dershowitz is the devil, and I think it is our duty to make fun of Alan Dershowitz. And I think there's no better channel, there's no better like program at night that can make fun of people better than SNL. I want you guys to look at this SNL show. It's pretty funny. They do make fun of Alan Dershowitz as the devil. He is the devil. And also, guys, when you look on top, there's a tag. After you watch the video, you can click on the tag, and it will lead you to Alan Dershowitz giving advice that, you know, he's making a compelling case for being a pedophile. That's another thing that's funny. You can look on top, like on this side, like on the channel on the top. You click on it, and then you're gonna see that other video. It's another video about Alan Dershowitz trying to make a compelling case about being a pedophile, you know, and he really believed that his case is a winning case. After you watch this video, watch that video, and you let me know what you think. Guys, go ahead, go ahead, watch the SNL video and have a good laugh, and please subscribe to my channel if you can. Thank you. All right.